Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions. We're back again with another G.I. Joe action figure review. In this episode, we are taking a look at the Pursuit of Cobra Recondo figure. Very cool looking. It may not look quite as cool because this particular carded version is beat all to pieces. But I've actually been trying to get a hold of this particular figure for a while. And this one just kind of showed up out of the blue, and as you can see, it's not in the best shape in the world. But because of that, I was able to get a lot better deal on it. And for me, it doesn't matter about the actual card itself because I'm going to be opening this thing. So bonus points for me. But this does come on a nice card from the Pursuit of Cobra era of the G.I. Joe world. So this was roughly the 30th anniversary. Very nice picture of Recondo. He is sporting a completely different look than what we've seen in the past, which is good and bad, I suppose, but we'll get into that a little bit more as we go through this. Flipping it over, we do have the kind of standard Pursuit of Cobra card here. The Jungle Assault is highlighted here. We've got the file card here that you can cut out. Again, it's a little bit beat up here, so you can't see a whole lot about the copyright information and stuff like that. But so this came out around 2010. It's still going for 30-35 bucks and up. Again, I got this one a lot better of a deal because of the fact it is beat all to pieces, and most people don't really care for things that are beat all to pieces. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into this thing. I'm going to go ahead and cut this guy off the card here. What's left of the card anyways. I guess that's good enough there. So we got the figure stand, and we'll pop the rest of this guy out. So now that the figure's out, we can get rid of what's left of the card here. Again, it's in bad shape, so not really much use in trying to salvage the file card, but you can go ahead and pause it right now if you'd like to kind of read a little bit more. But anyways, there we go. There is the cool card. And we'll go ahead and pull all this stuff out for you. So we do have the standard figure stand. We got this cool insert here. We'll see if we can open up for y'all. It's interesting that they were able to get these things folded up tight enough to fit inside with the figure stand, but it makes it pretty bad when you're trying to actually look at the thing. But here we go. We've got a cool Pursuit of Cobra lineup for the action figures. We've seen this particular insert before. And on the back of it, we've got the Arctic Threat with Snow Job and the Ice Cutter. So pretty cool. I keep meaning to do a special video on how to kind of fix all these folds and everything. So there's a couple tricks you can do with some parchment paper and an iron, but we'll save that for another time because that's not what we're here for today. Go ahead and get in here. We've got some tape holding a couple of these things on, but he's got a lot of cool accessories. That was one of the good things about the 30th anniversary Pursuit of Cobra line. They always came with a lot of goodies. So let's go ahead and get them off. This plastic bubble, his hat, he's got this wicked mask thing here, cool hatchet, a assault rifle that is got a bendy barrel on it. He's got some kind of crazy backpack thing going on here. and a couple of these cool bear traps or tiger traps or whatever kind of traps they are. One of them is taped in, so we'll cut the tape off of that one. There we go, and toss that into the recycling pile. So lots of cool accessories. He's got another hatchet here on his hand that is rubber banded to him. So let's get that rubber band off. This is normally why I just cut these things off, because it's aggravating trying to pull them off sometimes. There we go, and we'll snap that off. And then he's got another assault rifle on his other arm, which is also rubber banded. So let's cut that off. There we go. Cool looking figure. Lots of cool accessories. Very nice. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit here. I did get a slightly different camera to use here, so I'm still working out a few of the bugs on it. So you'll just have to kind of bear with me as we do this. This is our first G.I. Joe figure with this new lens on it. It is supposed to be a super macro lens, but I don't have it in super macro mode right now. But the cool thing about it is that it's supposed to do really good with autofocus, and with the tracking on it, we're supposed to be able to get up real close and see all this cool detail, which is exactly what I was hoping to be able to do here, but we will get to that in a moment here. We're going to start off like we normally do with the accessories. And up first is the figure stand here. So we have a traditional, if the focus will, there we go. Traditional 25th anniversary figure stand, the nice raised G.I. Joe logo on the top, 2 foot pegs, code name on the front, and that's pretty much all we got here. So 2007, so still very awesome. I'm glad they include all these things. They are really cool, make for great battle stands. So yes, slide Recondo over here to the side. Where do we want to start here? Let's start, I guess, here with these cool traps. Sure, why not? If we can get the focus, there we go. That's pretty nice here. Very cool looking steel trap things here. They do have a foot peg on them right there. And they got some sort of peg system on the back. So in theory, they may be able to peg onto the cool backpack thing he's got here somehow. We'll look at that a little bit closer, but yeah, that's kind of cool looking. But anyways, very nice detail on all these things. They're good for like Cobra traps for Cobra to stick their feet in, and the tracking on this camera is a little bit wonky, but there we go. Very nice though. Close up, open up. There are actually 2 of these. So yeah, pretty nice looking. I don't know exactly what that thing on the side is for. You can kind of get it to peg on to the side like that. And in theory, you can attach 2 of these together. But it doesn't hold on very well. So I don't know if that's actually what that's supposed to be there for or not. But if anybody knows for sure, drop a comment down below and let us know, because it's going to be hard for him to carry those. Since we're talking about the backpack, let's look at these cool solar panels, I guess is what we will call them. They are pretty cool. I guess they could be satellite panels as well. But so these actually snap onto the backpack up at the top. And then you can kind of bend them around whichever way you want to go with it. We'll stick the other one on here as well. And it's got some cool stuff going on. There we go. Looks pretty cool. The bright blue is kind of detracting, especially if he's like a jungle specialist. They would kind of stick out a little bit, kind of like a sore thumb, to be honest with you, but it's an interesting concept anyways, and you can move them around whichever way you want. There's also quite a few other things going on this backpack, which I'm not really sure about. A lot of really cool details on this thing. This crazy red button that actually lets out this crazy ass... What is this thing? He's got a retractable string thing on here. That is crazy. I have no idea what that's for. That makes absolutely no sense at all, but we have it there. So you just pull this little string out. You can hold down this little red button here to get it to come out a little easier. Then you just press the button and it retracts back in on itself. So that's pretty wild. But I don't really see what that is supposed to do. I don't really see anywhere for it to attach to like his vest or anything like that. I guess you can attach these things. Let's try that. You can attach it to this little thing here. Like that. And then pull out your string and let that go. And then press it back to recall it. But then it pops apart. So yeah, that's crazy. Weird and crazy, but that's the way it works. So I don't know. Somebody out there that knows more about this than me, feel free to drop a comment down there below and let me know about that, because that's wild. As you can also attach it to like this hatchet. Let's see if I can get that to work. It does attach to the hatchet, so I guess he can throw the hatchet at something and get it to sink in and then retract it. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. Anyways, there's the cool backpack. Again, it does some really weird things, but it's cool. Since we have the hatchet in our hand already, let's go ahead and take a closer look at that. If I can get the focus. There we go. Very nice looking hatchet. Nice detail on the hilt. Again, you've got that little peg on the side of it there to do whatever you want to do with it. So that's pretty awesome. We do have two of these. They are identical, except one points one way and one points the other way. So yeah, that's pretty cool. They do fit in his hand pretty easily. I don't really see much of an attachment point other than right here. So I guess we could try attaching them there. That kind of works. I don't know if it's meant to attach there or not, but it kind of does. So you can add both of those on there and not really have much of a problem with that. So that's cool. Yeah, weird though. Moving on, let's take a look at the assault rifle. Again, get us focused to key in on that thing. Really nice detail work. We can, again, the barrel's a little bit bent on this one, but shouldn't be a problem to kind of get it to snap back into place there. Nice little leather wraps all the way around. Nice details. Very cool looking. Got just a little bit of wash on the paint there to kind of show some of those. So that's pretty cool. Very nice. Then we also have this assault rifle here. And bear with the camera while it decides it wants to focus in. It's supposed to do some crazy tracking system for like faces and things like that. So once it figures out what you are trying to focus on, it usually does a good job of keeping it in focus. With the background, it sometimes wants to go jump to that background. So anyways, a lot of cool detail work on this thing also. Very nice looking. So there is that assault rifle. Then we got this crazy kabuko mask thing. Alright, come on, work with me here. There we go. Very cool looking. Lots of little crazy details on this. We got some weird pegs on the side of this, so it's supposed to attach like to his head here, and then his hat fits over top of it. It works for what it is. And we lost focus. Come on, snap, snap, snap. Let me tap it with my hand. Alright, not the best in the world here. There we go. No, don't jump over there. There we go. So anyways, we got, it does fit on his head. Looks pretty decent. It's kind of a goofy face looking thing though. But pretty cool that you can actually attach it there and he can wear it. So interesting anyways. Then the last accessory we have is actually his hat. Which, here, let's focus in this way. So we got his hat here. Stick his hat on his head. It's a little bit big for him, so it slides off really easily. Which is a shame because I've always loved Recondo. He's a cool character, but that hat just doesn't want to fit too easily there. So, anyways, he does have a cool hat. So since we don't, it doesn't want to play nice with all that stuff. Let's go ahead and look at the figure itself. All right, here, and I do apologize for the tracking on this thing. It's a work in progress. So, anyways, it's got a cool head sculpt. He's got a lot of detail here in his vest. You can see he's got a cool satellite phone there on his shoulder. Lots of cool pads and things. The Joe logo there. The pants don't really have a whole lot of detail on them, but he's got the cool knee pads. Decent shoes. Let's see. He's got some cool little arrow things on his wrist guards. So all in all, it's a cool looking figure. A lot of cool detail work. They went crazy with the detail on his vest there, and it does look really good. His head is kind of slightly tilted down a little bit, so you can't really tilt up on it, but as far as articulation goes, the head does spin 360 degrees. It unfortunately does not have a whole lot of up and down play though, so he's just kind of perpetually looking down. Standard ball and swivel at the shoulder joint there. His vest kind of gets in the way a little bit, but not too badly. Standard ball and swivel at the elbow joint. Swivel, and we have a rocker. I think it's just a swivel joint at the wrist. Do have the standard waist twist and ab crunch feature, which is a little bit limited by his big bulky vest thing, but it's there. Standard T-hooks at the waist, so no limit whatsoever for that, so that's cool. Got double knee joints and standard swivel and rocker on the ankle joint. So all in all, pretty cool looking. Standard articulation, I guess you could say, because it's got what we expect. Nothing extra there. His left hand just has a swivel as well. It doesn't seem to have a rocker. Actually, it does. No, it doesn't. Does it? No, it's just really bendy. So sorry about that. So his hands and wrists aren't quite as flexible as some of the rest of the figures we've seen. But all in all, it's a really cool looking figure here. Let's go ahead and try to gear him up. Throw his backpack on there. Throw his hat on here and see if it will stay. It won't. You can put a little bit of tacky glue on that and Elmer's glue. Let it dry a little bit and it'll be a little snugger. But for whatever reason, it just doesn't fit really well. So that's a shame. It's kind of staying on there now. So that's cool. Then we have his assault rifle. And I guess we'll give him one of his axes. And unfortunately, he doesn't have a way of carrying all of this cool stuff with him. So, I mean, you can get creative with it and throw his rifle back here somehow like that and get it to halfway stay. These crazy things won't really attach to much at all. His kabuko mask thing is probably going to be a toss away, but there you go anyways. So all in all, it's a decent figure. It's got a lot of cool stuff with it. It's really just got a lot going on, to be honest with you. If the hat were to stay in place, it would be an even better figure. But because of that, I mean, it's not that big a deal. He doesn't have to have his hat on all the time. Even though in my head, Recondo is known for his hat. So I don't know. It's a pretty cool figure. It definitely has some limitations. It's got some crazy stuff going on that I ain't got no idea what it's there for. So yeah, it's definitely worth going out and trying to pick up. Again, it runs usually about $40 thereabouts right now. You can sometimes get it a little bit cheaper, so be on the lookout. Find you a good deal on it. It looks really cool, and it's an updated version of Recondo. So yeah, I guess I'm a little biased a little bit here because I have always liked the Recondo figure. This one doesn't quite live up to the hype. So I don't know. Do with that what you will. I do kind of like it. I could do without the backpack, mostly because I still don't understand what to do with that crazy retractable cord thing there. So I don't know. I guess you could pretend like it's part of the Satellite Down episode, and he's trying to recover this crazy satellite thing and trying to take it back to the Joes through the jungle. So that works in that case. I do like the cool kabuki mask here, though it's probably not ever going to get used for anything, but it does fit with the character of the jungle warfare guy. So yeah, I mean, it's interesting. So I don't know. That's our review. That's all the time we've got for today, so thanks for watching. Drop some comments down below. Let us know what you think of this Recondo figure. Do you have any idea what this silly backpack thing does? I want to know that specifically. Anything else that you would like to know about the figure, or that you know that I didn't mention? Drop that in the comment section as well. I am very interested in finding out more about this thing. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to our channel. Be on the lookout for more awesome videos coming down the pipeline. And until next time, Yo Joe.